Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm from Gina K Designs. Thank you so much for stopping by to spend some time with me here today. I have created this YouTube channel to share paper crafting, tutorials, and inspiration with all of you. If you are new to my channel, I would love to have you along my card making journey. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the little notification bell to be notified of future card making and inspiration videos just like this one. In today's video, I'm going to be working on a quick and simple holiday card. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of ink blending, creating a rainbow Christmas card. So I'll start off with a few pieces of Gina K Designs Pure Luxury 110 pound cardstock. And then I've got some ink colors by Gina K, and that is Passionate Pink, Tangerine Twist, Wild Dandelion, Lucky Clover, and Blue Raspberry. And then I've also got some sentiment strips. I'll link to the video where I show you how to create multiple strips at once. And I've just got a bunch there, and I'll just pick one later on. And so we'll start off by putting a piece of scratch paper underneath my work surface. And I'll grab one of my Tailored Expressions blending brushes and ink up my blending brush. And I just want to cover the cardstock. Now for this technique that we're doing today, you don't need a blending brush. You could use any ink applicator tool that you have, or you can use direct to paper. You can take the ink pad and swipe directly onto the cardstock, or you could even use colored cardstock for this. So I'll just run through this blending really quickly, and I'll play a little bit of Christmas music and catch you back on the other side.
And so it's Christmas. Hear the festive music in the air. See the smiling faces everywhere. They stop and stare.
Okay, now that the blending is all done, I'm going to pull in some cardstock. I've got my card base, and I've got a black layer, and then I've got a white piece of cardstock for the front. And then I've got this little gem container that I store all of my gems and embellishments in, and that's from Organize More. I'll link to where I buy that. So I pulled out some little gold stars from my little gem container, and I decided to go with a black sentiment strip, just because I felt it pulled the black mat from behind. So I've got a craft mat here, and I'm going to mark the center of my little square of paper. And it's just a guide for me so that I can run my ruler and craft knife. So I'm going to line up my ruler with the pencil mark to the bottom corner of my little piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to press really firmly, and I'm going to grab my pen blade, and I'll just run my blade down the side of my ruler, and I'll just give it light, even pressure and multiple passes. It's the best way to cut through cardstock. And then I'll go ahead and flip it over and do the same thing on the other side, and I'll create a lovely little triangle that we'll use as a Christmas tree. So I'm going to do that multiple times for all of my cardstock scraps, and I'm just going to create a bunch of different random sizes. The only thing I want to make sure is that it is a perfectly straight isosceles triangle, and that just means the triangle has two sides of equal length. So once we've got all of the triangles cut out in this beautiful happy little rainbow, I'm just going to move everything out of the way. So I'm just kind of figuring out my placement here, where I want to put my sentiment strip and where I want my trees and how it all is going to look. So I'll adhere my panel, my black panel, to my card base using some Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and then I'll adhere my white panel on top of that. So we've got a nice black border. So I'm going to flip all of my trees over, and I'm going to grab a scrap of heavyweight black cardstock, and I'm just going to cut up some random little strips here to add different size tree trunks to the backs of my trees. So I'll just cut them by hand. It doesn't matter what they look like, even if they're a little bit wonky or uneven. I think that's the fun part of it, to make it perfectly imperfect. So once I have those all glued down, I'm going to grab my sentiment strip and I'm going to put a little bit of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive behind it. And I've got a bunch of little scrap pieces of black cardstock that I'm just going to glue in behind my sentiment strip. So I'll use this instead of foam tape to pop it up. It just gives it more of a substantial feel, and it's nice and thick, and it's a good way to use up some of those excess scraps that you have lying around. So I'll adhere all of those together. I think I use a total of 3 additional strips on top of the sentiment. And then I'm going to continue on to adhering everything to the front of this card. So I'm just going to move my little trees around and my sentiment and figure out where I want everything to be placed. And then I'll start gluing things down, and I'll pop up a few of the trees with a little bit of foam tape. And again, I'm using the same Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. So once I'm happy with the placement of everything, we'll move on to adding the little stars to the tops of my trees. I'll use my little gem picker to pick up my stars and place them down into the little dots of adhesive that I have there. And then I think that's going to be it for this card. So those little gold stars add a little bit of extra sparkle to this otherwise simple card. It's a very bright and vibrant rainbow. I really enjoyed making this card. So here is a close-up look at the finished project. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here with me. I truly appreciate all of the support. If you like this content that you've seen here today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will list all the products that I used today in this video in the description box down below. Please note that none of my links are affiliate. This is just purely me sharing information with you with the products that I know and love and that I've purchased with all of my own money. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. I look forward to the next quick and simple holiday card video, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.